Welcome back to viewers, listeners and lacrosse fans all over the world to the EuroLax Sixes Cup. So now we have Germany versus Switzerland. Germany have just slotted that first goal and gone 1-0 up. There was a big old roar as that one went in, and they first blood to Germany, and also a second goal there. This is some quick stuff so far here in what was sunny Portugal, somewhat nippy now, but I guess those of you listening in England will want to tell me to shut up because I think it might be a little bit colder over there. But myself and Tari are here to talk you through this game and the next one after this. You'll have heard our voices all day other than when we were on the pitch earlier. So welcome back. So 2-0 Germany, and it's all go on Sixes here.
A great weekend ahead of Sixes Lacrosse at the EuroLax Sixes Cup. Germany, we had a chance to see earlier, and now we're getting to also see Switzerland. Lots and lots of great lacrosse ahead. We are here for all 4 quarters. These teams will be playing 4 8-minute quarters with a halftime in between. You will notice there is a 30-second shot clock. Teams must make a shot within 30 seconds or they lose possession. So keep an eye out for that. We're going to chat through some shot clock strategy that we've seen throughout the day, but just stoked to watch more lacrosse and be here with you.
I thought you said lacrosse and beer with me, and I was like, that is a vibe.
Yeah, after, not on the job, after. But
no, we've had 2 men's games leading up to just before this one. We had GB victory in both of them. A really, really convincing win for the GB white team, who were the first team to pass 30 goals. Belgium couldn't find the back of the net. So it's been some exciting stuff so far. We've had some great women's games too, and we're continuing for the next 2 days. There's going to be some great lacrosse coming out here, where the floodlights are just about coming on, the giant sort of fly swats. I can see a lighthouse in the distance, a lovely looking European supermarket we know I've got my eye on.
Georgie is very excited to pick up some snacks at the supermarket after the next 2 matchups. Oh, and a quick ground ball into the back of the net there. A tally for Switzerland. That was number 11, Florian Bachmann, with the goal, getting Switzerland on the scoreboard. Germany taking their opportunity to go to goal. Just 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Number 59, Justin Wismer, losing the ball there.
Yeah, well, Germany, who set off to that absolute flying start, have been pulled back quite a lot by Switzerland, who maybe just took a few minutes to find their feet there. We're only 3 minutes in. I don't know what I'm on about. It's as if I say they've been out for ages. So only 3 minutes in. So 2-1 Germany, who really did fly out of the traps. They were almost scoring goals before I had a chance to say hello. So,
a zinger there by Nick Bren for Switzerland.
And so that brings them level 2 all, 3.5 minutes in.
Seems these teams kind of have the same tempo, like a same back and forth level tempo. An exciting matchup ahead. And there we see Wismer with it, passing it around to his teammates. Switzerland's defense is intense. But there it is. Evan Morgan able to just sneak that in even through the defense.
Bit of a throwaway ball there. Picked it up by the German goalkeeper. As we've learnt, goalkeepers are very important in this game here because that long clear can just set it up nicely, and Germany find the back of the net again there. So swinging backwards and forth, the momentum in this game.
Yep, and we're taking a look there. Just a quick turn and shoot. Perfect textbook turn and shoot there. No panic. No taking too long. Oh, and a save there for Germany. Number 60, Benedikt Mildenberger with the save. Benedikt, a tall goalie.
You know what? As a tall goalie myself, it's a lot handier because they can't shoot above your head. You've covered half of it.
A goal there for Germany. Back to back with it. The hustle. I mean, look at the speed of these players. Starting off strong. Just almost over 3 minutes left in the quarter.
You can hear the shout of relax there. It was an almost diving shot there. That was a fantastic finish. And the two shiny helmeted Swiss players run off and their teammates sub on. I'm loving these gold helmets under the floodlights. They've got that little reflection, little sparkle.
Definitely, they bring some flair.
Bring
a
the
little bit of
pizzazz.
Yeah.
Bring the pizzazz, Jinx.
Jinx, you owe me a soda.
Oh.
Listen, I'm loving the original Coca-Colas that we've been getting. So, and they put a little lemon in the ice, just like it's a different flavor. It's my vacation drink. Coca-Cola with lemon. Here we see number 11, Florian Bachmann with it again. Another tally for Bachmann. Really, really strong when he goes to goal. It's like moving train coming your way.
Yeah, it's the sparkly helmet that does it all.
Mm-hmm. All in the helmet. That's the secret. Crease violation there for Germany, so Switzerland gets the ball right back.
We haven't seen a lot of crease violations today, actually, at all.
We have not, and that was just, he was going to get the errant ball, ran through the crease, so something for players to watch out for as Stefan Zweifel passes the ball off.
He looked like he was winding up there for that shot, but made the decision not to, and there was a bit of a throwaway pass there, so picked up on the sideline by Germany's number 7, Moritz Spiegel. So he sets off up the pitch.
Moritz with the yellow gloves, you might remember him. You're seeing gold helmets and yellow gloves. The flair is serious. Oh, a great take there by Jonathan Gross.
And a lovely roll. A roll is just, you can't beat a good roll.
Can't beat it. Can't beat it. Switzerland passing it around. A nice take there by number 91, Thierry Frey, but wide and possession and goes
You'd love to
back.
see the speed on that, though.
Shot clock resets for Germany. They're going to work their way upfield. And
So
timeout.
going for a timeout here by Germany, who are leading 6-4. As we said, they flew out of the traps, went 2-0 up, and then Switzerland found their feet a little bit, brought it back, but now find themselves trailing just by 2. We're 7 minutes into the first quarter. These 8-minute quarters we're playing here in sixes. I could not imagine playing sixes for anything longer than 8-minute quarters, so quite a relief. But it has cooled down a lot here. So some of these players are playing in very different conditions to what we saw earlier. Now we've lost the sunshine. Still, I mean, I will take this as the February temperature. So, yeah, the clock is just running down on this timeout here, so there's barely anything between these two sides at the moment. We've seen some lovely finishes, and you can hear the boys getting really into it as they're shouting out there, shouting let's go, and we're back on the pitch here. So Germany, Switzerland, a minute to play still in this first quarter on day 1 here at the EuroLax Sixes Cup in Portugal. Germany with the ball as they're looking to build this goal. Remember, we have a 30-second shot clock, so this is just winding down. We've only got 10 seconds left there. We've got Moritz with his lovely yellow gloves. And what a phenomenal quick stick finish there by Justin Wismer. That was really, really nice. He deserves a little rest on the side there. So Germany here, if we just watch that replay, just looks up, finds his player, quick stick into the left hand, back of the net, barely seen it, gone into his stick at all. Almost a tennis shot.
And again, the back and forth of sixes, Germany's up 7-5 right now, but Switzerland is working their way up very quickly as the first quarter wraps up. This is such an exciting matchup.
And so that is the end of the first quarter. Germany leading Switzerland 7-5, which is, as we'd learned, barely anything. So both teams got a lot to talk about in this quarter at this break with their coaches. So they'll just be thinking Germany will be slightly happier of the two, being 2 ahead, but anything can happen. We know how quickly a goal can be scored. We were saying it earlier, it takes about 4 seconds it can be in sixes for a goal to come. So really, really nothing to worry about for Switzerland there. They've just got to think, play your game, use your tactics, and remember that sixes is a completely different game to the tennis side game we've all seen and loved for so long. And that's what we love. We love to have something new and hopefully look ahead to the Olympics in Los Angeles in 2008. That is what this game is driving forwards towards.
Yep. those LA Olympics. Listen, we want to be there. We want to be by the beach again. And this is where it all starts. This event is an opportunity for coaches to see their players and also look at them for the, full size, 10 on lacrosse tournaments and play for the national teams, but also start to consider teams that they would take for the sixes, in the Olympics. And both teams here are doing such a great job of showing why they belong on these rosters. And it's just going to continue to be an
And here we go out for Q2. So Germany leading 7-5 as the birds are just descending in front of me. I would say house martins, but that's me pretending I have a clue what I'm on about when it comes to being a twitcher. But I'm going to go with house martins, just flying around as the sun has gone down here in Portugal. The floodlights on, glistening sparkly helmets out on the pitch for the boys as we go for the face-off for the second quarter of this Germany versus Switzerland game. Germany leading 7-5.
And again, the face-off will only happen at the beginning of each quarter. Possession changes after each goal, so there are no face-offs or draws for the women's game. And there you see the golden gloves, really. Golden gloves, what I'll call. Spiegel with a great shot there, hits the pipe and is out.
You know what I would love to see, thinking golden gloves, is the person who scores the most goals at the end of the game, like we see in the Football World Cup, the golden boot, the golden gloves. We could bring that into sixes.
We could.
I'm sure we must know someone at the top who can we can
World
propose
Lacrosse,
this to. Anyone listening at World Lacrosse, at us.
Yeah. Speaking of ats and Twitters, make sure to follow me on Twitter at @officiallaxgirl and Georgie on Twitter. Georgie, what's your handle?
At Georgie Heath 27. We're all about lacrosse, but I dabble in a few other sports too, so if you fancy looking at any of those, get involved. But today is all about lacrosse,
all about
as is this weekend. So there's a shot just a bit wild there from the German attack. So we're back on, here we go. Still 7-5, Germany against Switzerland. The Germans just building this goal here. Remembering that 30-second shot clock, but nothing to worry about there. They managed it within 10, so they go 8-5 up. And I can see some of the Belgian girls just rolling in here to watch this game. Quite a nice crowd building on this Friday evening in Portugal.
The vibes are excellent. Everyone is having fun, enjoying this beautiful venue and wonderful, wonderful lacrosse that we get to see.
I think that's what it's about as well. It's about getting more people involved in the game. That's why bringing in a new format completely opens it up to so many more people.
Right.
It doesn't take a whole day a game. You can watch 3 or 4 on a stream in the day, and you can get involved, men's, women's, either way. And that's what's really nice about a tournament like this. We've got a mix of the two.
Yeah, and for nations that are fairly newer to lacrosse and maybe don't have those large roster sizes, this is an opportunity to have 12 players on a team or 8 players on a team. You can field the 5 field players and the 1 goalie, and really get going and building a really strong lacrosse program for your nation.
Yeah, and a goal there for Switzerland, so that brings them within 2 of Germany. So 8-6 Germany with the ball, because obviously we don't go back to the face-off after the goal, so the German goalkeeper clears it out. Usually, you would hope, finds his own player. So Germany with the ball. Thinking about that shot clock, though.
Oh, nice save there for Switzerland. We've got a call on the field. The refs doing a great job of keeping all players safe and sound.
We do have 2 very tall goalkeepers looking at it now. So the goal is about 6 foot tall, and both of them helmets poking just over the top, so it just denies that over the head shot. So it's filling up a bit more space. Always helpful as a goalkeeper to have to think less about using your stick there. Another lovely save from the German goalkeeper, Benedikt Mildenberger.
And Germany is down a man at the moment after a foul against Switzerland, but able to get that save, play strong defense, really crashed on their defense to stop Switzerland from being able to take advantage of that man up. A shot by Germany goes wide, the ball given.
So you may not be able to hear it there, but the referee is shouting no reset on the shot clock, so they wanted 6 on it there. The goal didn't quite come away. I think 6 seconds is a very quick turnaround there, having to start up again. So far, Germany only leading 9-7. They went 2 up at the very beginning, but Switzerland maybe were just caught napping a tiny bit at the beginning of the game. But they got straight into it after that, and since then, there's been barely anything in it through the entire 16 minutes so far. Both goalkeepers, once again, as we've learned all day, having a pretty storming game, and it's going to be a great 16 minutes, the rest of this game, as we head out for the second half of this men's matchup between Germany and Switzerland. And we're sorry to any of our viewers. We may have had a little bit of an internet problem the last 3 minutes of that half, but do not worry. We will keep you informed on everything that is going on, and that is the way of the world. The internet sometimes just doesn't agree with us all. We love it, we hate it, and that's what happens. That is a fantastic finish, though. You're back in to see a fantastic shot there from Switzerland, who have brought themselves within 1. So it is now 9-8 to Germany.
Yes, it's getting chillier, but the field is getting hotter. These teams are just perfectly matched up, and it'll be interesting to see who comes out on top. This is our first time watching the Switzerland team play today. We've seen Germany before, but this seems like a great matchup. That ball there out of bounds, so Germany regains possession. Wismer getting
lovely
that right
finish, that one. There's been some really nice shots in these matches today.
Yep, great takes from defensive end.
Yeah, Germany leading 10-8 here.
And I think the way to really grab an even wider margin is not only keeping the goal scoring going, but Germany has to pressure Switzerland even more. Don't even let them breathe when they're near the offensive end. You've got to be all up in their area.
That was a lovely bit of play there by the Swiss side. You almost saw it happening before it happened. You know, one of those moments you're like, I know exactly what's going to come here. And the German goalkeeper had no choice really there. Benedikt Mildenberger, he sort of had to come out because it was a one-on-one either way. And you almost feel in that situation, you go up, you pressure him, and he's got to go around you rather than giving him that space to look at you from a distance and pick his pot in the goal.
Another one from Wismer. Wismer just standing out today, doing what needs to be done. Another tally for him. Got to call a slash.
And so a slash is when we've gone for the check, and instead of going for that down and back up motion, you've just gone down with no intention of coming back up with it there.
Just a little gladiator, you know, reenactment going down with the slash call there. Germany up a man. Great chance to get yet another tally and extend their lead even further. Oh, look at that. Wismer, come on. He is a walking highlight reel. I should say a running highlight reel.
The goalkeepers are really, really integral because that clear, getting a quick clear out like that, you saved it, it's gone. Or you, even when the goal goes in, you come out with that shot. And like this, that was a lovely finish by Switzerland, but it was all brought from their goalkeeper.
Right, yep. Lars Nitz able to finish off on that amazing, amazing clear. You know, when I saw kind of the format of sixes, my worry was how are the goalies gonna handle back-to-back shots and back-to-back goals? But the goalies have proved to everyone that they can handle this. They were made for this. They're true to this, and it just adds such an exciting element to the game.
Yeah, it's cool to be a goalkeeper now.
It is. It is. Goalies are cool.
we may not look cool when we're sort of diving onto the pitch post-commentary, pulling our kit on or clothes off all at the same time, as I was earlier, but...
Well, you had to get back to work. Georgie and I had to sprint up the stairs after playing our own sixes matchup, which was so much fun. So not only are we commentating this weekend, we are also playing for Team Europe, and we are very, very excited
and
about that.
And that's a missed shot there from Switzerland. There's a lot of power on it. It's gone a long way. It's just going to take out some of the GB players who are warming up behind the pitch, but German goalkeeper comes out with a short clear here, and it's one of those moments you think they're going to turn. It feels like Germany are just trying to build something here. But Switzerland have got a nice, strong defence here. They keep tagging in on their players. They're coming in. Their sticks are up. They've got their momentum up, and that's a lovely steal by Switzerland there, who have got a fast break. Unlucky, could not pick that up. Picked up. That's what you want to see. When you make the mistake, you could recover from it, and then the Swiss player there, whose number I just can't quite see, but he's very pleased with himself.
Number 3, David Pelicioni.
He came with that. He recovered from dropping the ball himself and picked it up, scored the goal, one-handed pickup, and has taken himself off, cheering as he goes.
And the teams are tied up, but not for long, not for long. Germany's Daja gets another tally. One minute left in this quarter. Phenomenal lacrosse thus far. These teams are going head to head, okay? They're making every second count, as you should in sixes. And here is a Wismer. What's he going to do? Misses the goal.
That was unlucky there. He had that fast break. But it's one of those moments you think you've almost got too much time to think about it, and you try and be too clever.
Right.
And he's actually just missed the goal completely.
It's all good, though. All good. Wismer's had a couple tallies.
And here we go. We are all square again. Another one from Switzerland. There just seems to be more and more people appearing. I think everyone's heard that this is a great game to be watching.
Right.
Turning up to see.
Yep, exactly. All eyes are on field 1 right now. A nice check there. Strips away the stick. Fantastic check by Anaheim there. Gets Switzerland the ball once again.
And another great save from the German goalkeeper. He's just plopped it over the top to find his player, but he is marked.
And that is the end of the third quarter.
That is the end of the third quarter.
Oh, it's back.
It is 14 all as we go into the break at the end of the third quarter. Germany versus Switzerland. This is honestly just absolutely mouth-watering. I think this has been my game of the day so far. I've still got another one after this, but it's just been end-to-end stuff, and no one's really ever looked like they were going to take it away from the other team. So
not at all.
Yeah, 14 all, and we haven't seen Switzerland ahead yet, so maybe that would be quite a mental up. I can't think of the phrase for it. That would be one for the books for Switzerland to go ahead, because maybe that's what they need. They haven't quite had that advantage over Germany yet, but 14 all, not bad at all going into only 8 minutes left.
This is a fantastic game, and it's just about what team is really going to dig deep in this last 8 minutes of the game and say we're the ones that are going to make it happen.
And I think that's where fitness comes into it, because fitness affects how quickly you can get up and down the pitch, obviously, but it's going to affect your stick skills as well. And both those, like I've been saying all day, those are my two things that are the most important: fitness and just basic stick skills. And as soon as you start getting tired, your stick skills can get sloppy, so you've got to be able to rely on them. So the team's just getting back into position, looking very riled up, both on the sidelines, in the crowd, and on the pitch. So here we go again for Germany versus Switzerland. What a wind-up and finish there by Germany to put them ahead 15-14. So the Swiss goalkeeper is just heading on up the pitch. Remember, only got 30 seconds, so he doesn't want to hang around with the ball for too long. The shot clock starts as soon as his team is in possession. Switzerland just looking to build and get back even. They're trailing 15-14 in this game against Germany.
And we see Schock with it. Ian Schock has had some great tallies. That pass there just errant. A chance for Germany to maintain their lead. Jonathan Gross passing the ball off to Evan Morgan. Morgan loses it for a second but gets it back. That Swiss defense really pushing far away from the goal. And a great defensive stand for Switzerland. Gets it to Pellixioni, who we've seen. Oh, and he hits a pipe. So close for Pellixioni to tie it up for Switzerland. Again, we are in the fourth and final quarter. These quarters have flown by, Georgie.
Yeah, I was just thinking the very same.
Because this is what, like the fifth or sixth game that we've been on this field. We played one. Our fourth game that we're commentating.
That's what they say is time flies when you're having fun. And actually, this has been a mega good game to watch.
So much fun. So we're seeing Switzerland kind of pass it around. Looks like they're developing a little bit of their strategy, pulling, the two players on the wing out a little bit more, letting defense come to them to see what they can take advantage of.
I'm just interested to hear who the fans think could win this one. Thoughts about running a poll on your Twitter, Tori?
Oh, you know what? That's a great idea.
Official Axe Girl is going to run a little poll with World Lacrosse and see who you think could take this game. You've got 6 minutes left, and there is currently Germany 15, Switzerland 14, but honestly that is absolute no reflection of any dominance by any side, as you can tell by the just one goal in it there. Germany just working it around here, taking it slowly, being pressured nicely by the Swiss defence, and that's a fantastic, it's been put away there by the German number 24, Lenny Noring. So that puts Germany 16-14 ahead. If you just look at that finish there on the replay, it was really nicely done from here there. Switzerland in possession in the attacking end. One-handed work here by Swiss number 23, Nick Bren. It's really high intensity stuff. You can almost sense it, and that's a lovely low corner shot finish, and no one is looking tired here. Everyone is really intent on this game, and Germany heading off up the pitch, 1 goal ahead at the moment. That's almost a wonderful finish. It just found their number 5, Jonathan Gross, in front of the goal, but he couldn't quite finish this one. Landed on his feet, on his bum. Back on his feet, he's all right. He's up the other end of the pitch already before we've even thought about it. So here we go. We've got another 5-ish minutes of this game to go, and it really is all to play for between Germany and Switzerland.
This game a little bit more physical, but again, that just shows the kind of intensity of the matchup. It's been so back and forth. Cannot tell you who's going to win. I just know that both teams are making it happen. Germany with it. They are currently up 1. We've got just 4 minutes left in this game on the first day of the EuroLax Sixes Cup. What a day of lacrosse. What a day of lacrosse. We're going to call one more game, so stay tuned as we wrap up this matchup.
I'm exhausted after this game. It's not even over yet. That is the shot clock has run down there on Germany. So Switzerland, 1 goal behind, will be in possession here, and that's not what Germany want at this point.
And let's talk shot clock. So the shot clock means that each team has 30 seconds to get a shot on goal. Otherwise, they lose possession. And each time the ball goes to the other team, they get 30 seconds. A turnover there for Germany. Fresh new 30-second shot clock for Switzerland, and they're taking it upfield. Once again, Switzerland is just down by 1 goal. Let's see if they can make this even. We haven't seen them lead just yet, but never say never.
That was a bit of a wasted shot, I'd say there, but the whistle has gone for a shove. So it's a cross-check, yellow card.
So a 1-minute penalty for that cross-check from number 10. That was Bockerman, Jacob Bockerman with the cross check. So Switzerland is a man up. They have to take advantage of this. They got to get a tally once again. Oh!
That's the one. What was that? They got to take advantage?
They took advantage of the opportunity. You got to make the most of it, you know?
A little bit of spice on that one. A little bit of sriracha with that one.
Yep, Morgan gets that tally.
16 all. 2 minutes to play. Germany versus Switzerland.
And that was Schock with the goal for Switzerland, tying it up at 16. We've got 2 minutes left in this matchup. This is what we're here to see. This is what I love about lacrosse, is when it comes down to the wire.
And also how different it can be. The last game we saw a 35-0.
Yep.
And now we're on a 16 all. It's just staggering.
And again, getting to watch so many phenomenally talented countries and regions play this version of the Sixes lacrosse. And you know, this is the version that we want to see in the Olympics, aiming at LA 2028. We want to be where all the action is, right there. Germany's got it right now. Let's see what they do. They've got 1:30 left. That is a timeout.
That is a timeout. If you're going to call a timeout, I think now is just about when you want to do it. What are these coaches going to be saying at 16 all with 1:33 left to play? I'm quite glad I'm not on the pitch.
Right,
because
it's a little
I'm
stressful.
nervous.
I'm going to be a mind reader. So if I'm Germany, I'm saying work the shot clock. You've got 14 seconds left. Work it a little bit and take smart shots only. If I'm Switzerland, I'm saying body up on them. Dislodge the ball from their sticks. You have to be intense. You have to get possession.
You can't score if you haven't got the ball.
Exactly. Thank you, Georgie.
Right.
I think that sums up I love that. We need that on a t-shirt. World Lacrosse, I know you're listening. Please put that on a t-shirt.
A very warm one would be quite nice.
Oh,
as well.
yes. Oh, yes.
Right. So this is it. The big one. We're on our feet here. Fans are engaged. There's people watching. There's Friday night fun. It's Germany, Switzerland, 16 all. Germany in possession with 7 seconds left on the shot clock. They couldn't get that shot off there. And Switzerland will be in possession with just over a minute to play.
Germany so close with that one. Just needed that shot a little bit more accurate. But if I'm Switzerland, listen, I'm taking a sigh of relief and I'm being smart with it. Just under a minute left now in the game. They got to take advantage. 17 seconds on the shot clock. A save there. A save by Mildenberger.
It was a bit of a weak shot there from Switzerland. Almost wasted.
Right. We're inching closer and closer to the end of the game.
Right.
Oh, and
that's it.
Goal
Switzerland are ahead for the first time in the game.
Oh my
in the last minute.
Why am I
Switzerland
nervous?
lead Germany 17-16. I have no idea
Why am I
you're nervous.
nervous?
It's because you can't predict who's going to win.
Switzerland gets
come away
it
with the ball.
again.
They're using this momentum.
Pelicioni, is he going to do it? He
And
does
that's
it.
They're 2 ahead, and he's penguin slid across the ground.
Oh,
He's up.
man.
He's back. They're 2 ahead. With less than a minute to go. I honestly cannot believe what I am watching here. Switzerland have just turned it on in the last 20 seconds.
Smart with the ball. Oh, and that shot there by number 24 for Germany. Noring just not where it needs to be, kind of right at the goalie.
Here we go.
We've got 20 seconds left. Switzerland.
We've got 22 on
off.
the shot clock. We've got 20 seconds left. If Switzerland can keep hold of the ball, they've done it, and they have fought back. Once they went ahead, they're 2 ahead. It's 18-16 with 5-4. Can they do it? Can they make it?
Oh, we got it behind the back.
What we're going to finish the game with a behind the back.
You know what? They said
That has put Switzerland 3 ahead. It's 19-16 Switzerland. That wonderful behind the back. Germany gone for the long shot there from the German number 59, Justin Wismar. But he couldn't find the back of the net. This has just been absolutely staggering stuff. The last minute and a half from Switzerland has been just
really, really good. And they played
undeniably
smart
fantastic.
lacrosse. They played the long game.
And that's it.
Switzerland
The
does
Swiss
it.
team, oh my goodness, they really came through there in the last minute and a half. I'm mega excited. They are hugging, they are cheering. That was just staggering. I don't think anyone can quite believe what's just happened there.
Beautiful lacrosse. I mean, for a while, Germany had it in the bag. I'm sure people watching at home said Germany had it in the bag, but it's kind of the power of quarters, right? Like each quarter you kind of get new energy, you take a breather, you come back, you reorganize, and Switzerland just knew that that fourth quarter was theirs. They did what they had to do.
And they did it with style.
With style.
Absolutely staggering stuff. I don't know. I like to say I had an inkling that they were going to do it, but I think when any team is behind, it's typically English thing to do to then want the underdog to win. And when someone's behind, they feel like the underdog.
I love an underdog.
I'm not calling Switzerland underdogs. It was just because they were behind, and they did it. They came through, and they built on that momentum in the end, and then they won by 3.
Yeah.
So not bad at all. Not bad day at the office for the Swiss.
Great showing. Thank you all for tuning in. We've got one more game tonight. Stick with us here. We have Great Britain White again, a phenomenal showing from them, winning 35-0 previously. And then we're going to see Team Europe as well. So going to be a really, really nice way to cap off the day.